So listen, when you start to elevate, I'm gonna break it down in this way. They're gonna wanna keep you in your little red, but when you in that Malcolm X phase, when you in that higher refined, knowledge of self entering, self-respecting, self-manifesting, conscious mind directing towards ever increasing, just straight up integrity. I'm talking about for self, for community, everything. I'm talking about you become that living, walking exemplar. A lot of people are gonna wanna hold you to who you used to be. And you gotta understand that shit. Because motherfuckers out here is straight up stuck on their own inadequacies, and they would much rather have preferred you stay on some level of perceptually under them rather than you elevate and do what the best thing was for yourself, which is to become the best self that you should have been and could have been always and forever. Now, the thing about my brand is that I'm always encouraging as I'm becoming everybody else to become. So they're really mad. People will be mad at you because they're really mad at themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I used to be on that Malcolm Red shit, you know what I'm saying? Before Malcolm X. So if anybody doesn't know, Malcolm X, Malik Shabazz, right, was a black revolutionary leader in the civil rights movement who was more particularly in the Islamic area. You know, Martin Luther King was more pacifist and he was more Christian. Now, you got to see Malcolm X was on that Nation of Islam wave. But before Malcolm X was Malcolm X, he was red. You feel me? Y'all got to go look at y'all history. You feel me? He was red, and red was running around running numbers, you know what I'm saying, hustling, you know what I'm saying, fucking all types of women, you know what I'm saying, doing drugs, you know what I'm saying, getting his hair permed and shit. He was moving on that coon status, you feel me? Moving on that programming that they give you, you know what I'm saying, on that niggerish mentality, you know what I'm saying? And then he went and got incarcerated, met a couple of individuals, and started to get that knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? This is what the most important thing about YWY, Your World Is Yours. It's truly giving you that knowledge of self. Now, I'm not moving in no Bill Nye the Science Guy, stiff, square-ass motherfucker manner. I'm not going to do that. I don't have to do that because nowadays you can actually live and be yourself and be authentic as long as you have the proper message. And y'all have seen me operate immensely from my intellectual, from my refined side, but I'm gonna dial it back a little bit more and get a little bit more human with y'all because let's start to touch base on a real level, you feel me? So anyway, Malcolm X used to be Little Red. He used to do all this crazy shit. Sheikhy Chic used to do all this crazy shit, you know what I'm saying, running around. Young Bay Chic was out here, you know what I'm saying, fucking these women, you know what I'm saying, crushing puss, selling drugs, getting high, getting everybody high off of shit, leading everybody down that wrong path, you feel me? And living that wrong life, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Gold grill, sagging the pants, all of that shit, you feel me? Until I started to actually apply, unlike all of these fake ass motherfuckers out here, I started to live and apply and personify the teachings that we all know are out there, all of the living spiritual messages that have been handed down, all of the proper wisdoms of conduct, of human conduct that have been handed down. I literally just started personifying and living that. And now as I'm living that, you're starting to see the manifestation of a very refined spirit and a very refined soul. And now I'm at this level, I know that there are plenty of people who are like, who the fuck does he think he is? All other shit. And it's like, yo, listen, at the end of the day, I just chose to change my life. We have the right to change our minds, especially change our minds for the better. You feel me? Change our lives for the better. Motherfuckers want you to stay fucked up and be fucked up like you're supposed to be a tree in this life. But unlike a tree and unlike the sun and the moon and the stars, I'm a human being with free will. And once I come into consciousness of the higher power and I become aware and I start to live by universal laws and I realize that I'm put in this universe to fulfill the destiny of myself through living in accordance with universal laws. And that's the way that I master the dunya. That's the way that I master the temporal plane. That's the way that I can be of best service and be in that greatest level of being Abdullah in itself. YWY, Your World Is Yours. This is a whole different frequency. I might even have to explain these terminologies in a whole different video. You feel me? Like a lot of y'all probably don't even understand conceptually what I just said. A few of y'all might actually. But anyway, you got to understand, I'm no longer operating in my red. I'm no longer operating in who I used to be. I'm now operating in that refined leader, that example, that positive influence, that person who's going to help you get out of that old mentality of self-destruction and self-debasement and help you elevate your consciousness, your conduct, your demeanor, who you are as a person, and get you that knowledge of self so that you could apply it and get yourself out the gutter. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Listen, in the building, we got the espresso machine. I'm over here, you know what I'm saying? Downtown, baby. Shouts out to 𝐿𝙄𝐻𝙗. The 𝐿𝐴𝐻 is right there. You feel me? Somebody screenshot this shit. The 𝐿𝐴𝐻 is right fucking there. You feel me? So the building got the coffee machine. I remember every day waking up, you know, on A block, you know what I'm saying, hitting Fetty spot, you know what I'm saying, going there, get my cigarettes, you know what I'm saying, get my coffee, you know what I'm saying, pull up, you know what I'm saying, shoot the shit with motherfuckers and just start the day on a wrong negative tip. Now, I love everybody in the hood. You got to understand that I got mad love for y'all. But we have to recognize that we living in a world where, you know what I'm saying, the shit that we've been taught and the systems and the social conditioning and the social rearing and the institutionalization and the unconscious socialization that we're continuously passing on and the habit systems are not functional at all. You feel me? We got so many people locked up. I got so many friends locked up. Y'all got friends locked up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got so many people on drugs, doped out. You know what I'm saying? And the deleterious effects that are cascading off of these perpetuated negative trajectories of human behavior and conduct are not beneficial to any degree for the long term of any society, right? So let's just dial that into ourselves, right? And look at it like, yo, listen, I'm not trying to be some high and mighty motherfucker. I just saw what was wrong in my life and saw what was needed to happening to change my life. And I understand these things on a high level. And I'm literally giving y'all the teachings and being that example. So it's not a me versus y'all thing. It's a me with y'all looking to see y'all become more for yourselves. You feel me? Because whatever you are, your world is yours. You got to understand the greatest enemy is not outside of yourself. If the closest person to you is the person making all the actions, the closest person to you is making all the wrong decisions, the closest person to you is you, then you got to realize that you can't be helped if you're the one hurting yourself. You can't be helped if you're the one stopping yourself. So whatever you are, your world is yours. Y'all got to see it first and foremost that, one, y'all got to start to have self-sufficiency. Y'all got to start to do for self. You feel me? And once you start to cover your own personal responsibilities in your own life that nobody can actually provide you from outside, you start to live a different manifestation of living. You feel me? Whatever you are, your world is yours. You know, I'm letting y'all know it's okay to change your life. It's okay to change your mind. You don't have to think in these old robotic patterns. You don't have to think in these ways that motherfuckers around you, you know what I'm saying, they just taking cues off of one another. This motherfucker does that motherfucker does this. Now, you know what I'm saying, everybody's just moving on robot. Everybody has to start to become conscious and start directing themselves to do positive and better things. You feel me? Now, as black people, as African Americans, as African descendants in the post-colonial world, you got to understand, like, listen, motherfuckers is in the back of the bus. Shit was real trife. Shit was real left. Shit was real crazy back in the day. You feel me? And it is what it is. At this point, ain't no point in crying about this shit. Motherfuckers got to learn how to do for self. Become more competent. Be healthy. Be strong. Be fit. Be smart. Get the knowledge. Apply the knowledge. Build yourselves. You feel me? And that's the baseline. You can't expect nothing else. Motherfuckers is looking for reparations, right? But at the end of the day, y'all got to look at it like this. Motherfuckers is on wild EBT, so you getting wild free food for nothing, you feel me? Then you on Section 8, you know what I'm saying, wild subsidized housing. You're not paying for housing, you feel me? Motherfuckers is out here paying 70 G's just in taxes to live in a crib, you feel me? Some people got mortgages, XYZ, 10K in rent, you know what I'm saying? And they can afford that off of the things that they're doing. So you have to see that your whole life is fully subsidized. That means your whole life is being paid for by somebody else, which means that you are actually being given the resources because you're not earning your life. You feel me? So once you wake up to the fact that, okay, my life is subsidized, I'm actually getting more than I'm actually earning, right? I'm getting the food. You're not owed food. You feel me? You're not owed shelter. You're not owed a stipend. You know what I'm saying? Stop moving off of that entitlement. You're getting that anyway. See that as your reparations and as your space to develop yourself. Y'all supposed to use these as launching pads. The projects was never meant to be a place to stay. The projects and subsidized housing and affordable housing and EBT and all these things are not supposed to be places to stay. And they're not places to be not you know what I'm saying, to be ashamed of either. You feel me? Whatever you why your world is yours. I was in Sudan and I was looking at these kids and I used to feed these kids and I used to every day make sure that they ate. Anytime they saw me, I told them, yo, listen, if y'all want food, just tell me. I'm gonna go get y'all the food. Why? Because in other countries, in third world countries, they don't have government assistance. You feel me? These kids are assed out, no free education. Y'all out here cutting class. You feel me? Y'all gotta look at the song that I wrote. Please spare me, bro. I was dead ass. You feel me? A lot of people not gonna be able to feel this message, but the rare few who are ready to really step up and awaken are. You feel me? Fuck all of these fake ass motherfuckers out here just trying to give you some intellectual shit to sound smart like a motherfucker. Who's really living this shit? Who's really pushing this shit? And who's really being that shit? You feel me? Whatever why your world is yours. I'm no longer operating in my red. And everybody out there who knew me as whatever stage in my development, I swear to God, if you try to hold me to that, then you're an op. You're oppressing me, and I'm going to have to cut you the fuck off. Because if you really love me, you would be happy that I'm beautifully ascending into a higher version of myself, just as I've been suggesting to everybody that they should. You dig? Whatever why your world is yours, we're elevating, we're evolving. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not going to stop evolving. That's not what we do over here. You feel me? We don't give a fuck about a hater. You know what I'm saying? The hater is really the self-hater who realizes that the person that's elevating is elevating and they're not elevating because why? You just stopped that self-hate. And that's what goes back to that red syndrome, right? That nigger mentality. Like, it's so much self-hate that y'all don't even understand that shit. Whatever why your world is yours, I'm here to crack the game wide open and give y'all the pathway, you feel me? Whatever why your world is yours, it's really like everything I just said. Y'all gotta understand, I might be funny sometimes, but this shit is dead ass, you feel me? Everything that I'm doing is 100%, 100,000% dead ass, you feel me? There's nothing jokey about none of this shit that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And there's times where I'm being funny, but I don't really want to be funny, you feel me? Because this shit is not funny. I'm walking around and I'm seeing shit is really fucked up, you feel me? And I'm out here sober, you feel me? I'm not getting high. I'm not hiding from this shit. I'm straight up living life, raw dogging the fuck out of life while motherfuckers is getting high and acting like cockroaches, you feel me? And hiding in the crevices and selfish and not stepping up and being what we need, being what the world needs, but more importantly, being what their immediate community needs, being what their family needs. And for what that means on a not racist level, that's really just on a circumstantial level. That means being what black people need for each other, you feel me? Because these are my most relative, closest proximal humans just by genetic affiliation, you feel me? Why your world is yours. We don't believe in racism, but we're looking at just simply at what the statistics and what the proximity is. And I'm just born around black people. I wasn't born around Asians. I wasn't born around Hispanics. I wasn't born around whites. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Race doesn't exist. We're all human, you feel me? But what happens is you're born around a certain group of individuals, and it so happens that these group of individuals that I'm born around, I have to be better for them. And that's the same thing for you. Why your world is yours. Stop operating in what your little red is, the pimping, you know what I'm saying, the selling the drugs, the permanent, the hair, you know what I'm saying, on that coon shit, and start getting into your Malcolm X before you go, you feel me? We all got that leadership spirit, and as men, we're all supposed to be dignified leaders in our own right. Why your world is yours, it's not a competition. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. Evolution is the only solution. The real ones is going to be able to listen to the people who's really moving this shit. You feel me? I want y'all to win. I want to see y'all in the forefront. I don't like to be in the front. You feel me? But sometimes you just got to step up and do what the fuck got to be done. You feel me? I'm looking to see other leaders be created. I'm looking to see other people in their glow. I'm looking to see other people take initiative. You feel me? I don't like to be in the front, like I said. Why your world is yours, y'all got to learn how to take advice from the people who's more effective. And it's really like that. Just look at the effectiveness of a motherfucker's life. And it's really like that. Evolution, only solution. Discipline is really the only self-love. And self-mastery is the only success. Consider the vibrations raised.